I wanted to make another video about why I decided to get into the healthcare field, and you guys can look this up and see yourself if this is for you, if you are interested in this field of study and why I decided to get into it. Anyways, I got into this field because first of all, my best friend is a licensed psychologist. That's one of the reasons why. And when I saw her get into becoming a clinical psychologist, it was I was like amazed about the kind of work that she did, how she dealt with her patients, and I really was astounded with the whole idea of her studying psychology, and I was just so interested in psychology as I was studying so much, reading about how the body works, how the mind functions, and pretty much everything about it. So this is and so on another reason of why I decided to get into the healthcare field was because I am a caregiver for my mom, and when I knew that she was sick, I wanted to make sure that I took care of her. And so eventually, as I had volunteered for Hope of Hospice years ago, and I volunteered with the for the elderly, I realized that I had to organize a lot of different files for one, and then I had to deal with a lot of different patients. And so eventually, as I got further knowing different doctors, my close friend Dr. Tilton, I eventually grew further onto wanting to study more about the human body. And then after I talked to Dr. Tilton about my future goals of education and how college was going to be like, eventually after that, that's when I decided, I was like, hey, if he is happy with enjoying being around people and making people healthy, why not get into the field of study? So eventually, after I talked to him about and what I was interested in doing, eventually I decided I was going to plan on going to college and getting myself a degree in healthcare administration. And so after I had talked to him, that's when I started, getting more interested, learning more about the I took medical terminology, keyboarding, and I was supposed to take anatomy, physiology 1 and 2 and study the whole human body. Eventually on, after I went to Herzing University, I studied at Mid-America Christian University, got my associate's degree in healthcare administration, and passed, like I said, medical terminology and keyboarding, and eventually, going on to my field of study. So there was a lot of different reasons of why I got into the field that I did. God helps me to navigating what I wanted to do with my life, and so I followed my dream goal, and that's why I decided to get into the field of study that I did, and learning more about myself and persevering through all the things that I did. Um, Also, persistence of staying up early, staying up nights and doing my papers, college papers and all that, learning prefixes, suffixes, and definitions and all that terminology crap that you have to learn as you are, as a college student. So that's one thing that I knew that I was really interested in doing. So with all that studying and all that creativity that I had and knowledge that I had, eventually that's when I knew that's what I was going to do, and persisting on to gathering my thoughts about going and working in a private clinic. And because I've looked at different hospitals, I got an interview at Singing River Hospital, eventually applying to Merit Health Hospital in the state of Mississippi, but now going and applying to jobs in Houston. So that's another reason why I've decided to get into the healthcare field that I did. But you know, the list may go on and on and on. But you know, to have people to inspire you, to uplift you, to motivate you, that's one of the good things about really getting into a field is having people to support you along your journey of what you are doing in your life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until then, I will be making another video. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Thank you.